Well, this is how you build a demo car. You gotta climb through the window. It's kind of shitty, but well, this is a demo car. That's what it looks like. Well, how you build a demo car? It's not as easy as everybody thinks it is. Most people think it's just take a car and smash the windows out of it and go on a track and smash each other. Well, it's not like that at all. What I usually start out doing, which most people do, is strip the car out first. Take all the interior out, anything that's plastic, anything that's not metal, take it out, along with all the glass in the car, take out. This is a 93 Corolla. Was our driver car for a while and decided to build into a demo car. Yeah, you strip it out. All I do is strip it out first, and then I put in my safety bars, which make the car stronger and also keep the driver safe. We have one going from behind the seat, going from the passenger side door pillar to the driver's side door pillar. And then you also have a safety chain on it that goes through the floor and around the car body back in to help it be more secure. Also, you have door bars, they call them, that go from the rear bar up to the front one. And this particular car has a bar that's already in it, so I didn't have to put one in. After that, I put in my my battery and my fuel cell, because you can't run this battery in the stock location. I put it into a steel box that we made. We put foam and stuff in there to keep it tight. Also, you can't run the original gas tank, so you gotta either make one or buy one or whatever. I made one, steel gas tank or whatever. It's like a 3-gallon gas tank, don't need much. And bolt it to the car along with the battery box, bolt it, and then you run your gas lines through the firewall of the car, which is up front, and also the battery cables to the firewall up to the motor. And then it's set. And then I go to, usually you can add any kind of bumper in your car. I like using bigger ones. This is off a 1976 Monte Carlo. Pretty tough bumper for these cars. You weld it to the frame of the car, nice and solid, so don't fall off. And yeah, with these front end vehicles, or front end car vehicles, you gotta really weld that bumper on so it can fall off. Also, you got safer chain to keep it on. Also, if the weld do break, you don't lose it on the track somewhere. And then the doors. Some shows you can weld them together. Some shows say you have to chain them together. This one you have to chain them together besides the driver's door. And you're allowed to use 2 chains per door to keep them together and shut or whatever. And, chain together and get them really nice and tight. The driver's door you weld, so we gotta worry about tightening the chain too well. So, and then I run the tires. A lot of people do them. So you don't get flat tires. You take, they call them double tires. You take a tire and you cram it into a bigger tire, and it makes a double tire or whatever. And it's tire inside of a tire, they call them also. And you mount it onto a rim and you put a tube in it or whatever and air it up, and you never get a flat tire. I have another set of tires for a different car, and the outside tires all tore apart, and it still holds there. and you still drive around. When you have a flat tire, you don't move very well. And on the rear of this car, this is a front wheel drive car. So the back wheels don't really matter much, you just need to roll. Put the smaller tires in so there's more space for the metal to pack into. And the tires will still roll around, they'll still be moving better. In the motor compartment under the hood, you really don't need to do much with it. There's not much to them usually, with these cars anyways. You just basically use the stock motor and stock tranny that came with the car, and all you need. This is to hold the hood down. Basically, it's the same motor that came in the car. I made a set of stacks, I call them, it's the exhaust or whatever, going up through the hood. Don't really need them. I use them because they're cool and they sound cool. And then all the wiring that comes up for the lights and stuff, I just wrap it up into a big ball and put a floor mat and duct tape together so don't get hit and don't ground the car out and you don't have a fire or your car shuts off, not running no more. Not much to do under here really. Can't run antifreeze in demos, you gotta run water because for environmental issue standards or whatever. Yeah, there ain't much to do really under the hood. But you have, but I use leaf springs to put over the windshield, like leaf springs off of like a truck or something. Just put them on there, bolt them onto the roof and onto like where the windshield or wiper motor goes. Just bolt it on so in case a car comes over your hood and goes through your windshield, it won't let it do that. It'll hold it back. Also have a bar in the rear for the same reason. Then for like the body, it actually makes it stronger. A lot of people come up to me, oh, you wrecked your car, you're just all smashed up. Well, I look at them and shake my head like, what are you talking about, pretty much. This, like, it's called creasing. You crease the body seams, it makes the body stronger. So like if you were to go up to your car, normal car right now, and you start pushing on the door, it'll bend in. Like this, it doesn't move at all. Obviously something stronger. Makes sense right there. Makes the car stronger. There's a lot of techniques to making your car stronger. And that's one big one. With the trunk, I make it kind of, they call it wedging the trunk. Basically put it in kind of like a V shape or whatever on the, it looks like from the side. Take a sledgehammer and go at it and smash it down to as far as you can get it. And take threaded rod with plates and bolt it down. And in the frame in the rear, we cut out a chunk in it or whatever on both sides so that when you get hit, that's like the bending point in the frame, so it'll bend there and it'll start making your back in your car like roll upwards, like so like it rolls up and it'll come up like the bumper. When this car starts getting smashed up or whatever, it'll probably end up being right here, and that's where the car's strongest point is when it's bent up like that. And you can just use the ass end until you can't use it anymore. And what will probably be happening is the rear bumper will probably be where the gas tank is when the car is done. That's the plan anyways. Like I said, there's a lot more techniques to building a demo car. Yes, your first time will never be your best time. It just takes time and a lot of experience to know what to do and what not to do. The other thing I do is on this car, it's actually the first time I ever tried this, was making the suspension completely solid. The front end is, if there's no suspension, the back end there's no suspension, so I'll bolt it down and tighten down solid, so I think it'll be stronger that way actually. Yeah. Also, this car's like hot wired it to start it. That's my nickname, by the way. I hot wired this car. Basically, you can't turn the key and start it anymore. You just turn it on and off to shut the car off when it's running. These two wires here are for the fuel pump to pump gas into your engine to run it. And these two wires are to start the motor. just eliminates a lot of hassle that could all go wrong. I mean, when you're building a demo car, you gotta think of when this car starts smashing up, what's gonna happen? Where are the points that's gonna break? What do I have to move so that's not gonna break that runs the car? Basically, if you're running and moving in a demo, you're bound to win. So that's basically one of the main things in a demo is to make sure your car is running and moving, and you really gotta pay attention to when you're building the car to figure out what you need to move and what not to make the car still go. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is for a brief description of the demo car. It's really fun to do. I really recommend much more people would do it. You know, older cars are getting hard to find. Newer cars ain't gonna work for demos. And everything's too computerized to do it. You have to be a high technician to build a demo car in about 10 years from now. It's gonna kind of suck, but might as well do it while you can. That's my thought on it. Yeah, that's my demonstration on how to build a demo car. Thanks for watching.